So just about set to go racing with the handicap race for the Motul Honda Cup. Flag drop, and they'll go over different intervals: 7 seconds, 32 seconds, 42 seconds, 50, 58 seconds, 110, and then a whole stack will start from pit lane.
Yep, and it's a little bit different because you've got the guys starting in pit lane are starting behind each other. Usually they'll get the opportunity to have a drag race off the start on the track side by side. So this time, you know, they've got to make their move out on the track and they're not going to get the advantage of it.
So 38, John Torrance, he's away. He's going to set the pace. One of the N1 class, so this is 1600 to 1800 cc Hondas.
Yep, and John's just come back from a long time away, so he's just building back into it slowly, but he's doing a great job. Good to see him back at the track.
So they'll be held here for about 32 seconds, and then the rest of the field will be away. And then after that, it's 37 seconds, 42 seconds, 50 seconds, and 58 seconds.
There goes Kevin Hopkins. He works up at Honda in Newmarket, representing the brand well. Beautiful car that, if you ever have a look at it in the pits. Really nicely done. There goes Lightning McQueen and Mike Hoff, who won the N1 race in the last race this morning.
Andrew Johnson from Hamilton would have been pleased to have picked up that win, even though it was under the sort of the checkered flag because of the big pram.
Yes, he was super happy. Had a talk to him, and he just got a really, really good clean run off the start this morning. And just sometimes it opens up for you, and he made the most of that. Just getting his head down. Probably another couple of laps would have been interesting, but he held on for the win nicely.
So there's the leader, 38, coming up and over the top of the hill, and then once he gets past, I assume they'll be releasing the other cars from pit lane. In fact, no, they've released those already, which is good. Oh, one of them's just overcooked the first quarter.
Tristan Neat's just gone out on cold tyres and just put it straight across the grass there. It's going to hurt him big time in a handicap race. So right there is why you see them let go from the pit lane, because otherwise we would have had a bit of an incident of them coming into the back.
So there's your leader, there's second place, and then the other three cars, Bailey Walker, Simeon Woosley and Paul Muldoon, all being unleashed from pit lane, and now they're going to wind up the power of those H4 Hondas. Those are the ones about 2 litres to 2.4. Remember, the H3s are 1800 to 2 litre and the H2s are 1800. So 4 classes, all Hondas, all happy. Help me Honda, and they're all out there doing it.
Yeah, and
help me handicapper.
And they've had a great weekend as well. So we've already seen some awesome racing from the Hondas. Really sort of sticking with their reputation. We're getting great feedback from marshals and everyone about our racing. So trying to keep it clean and keep it fast. And now everyone's doing their first lap. It's sort of, this is where you start judging it as driver. Do you scrap with the guys you let go with and start slowing down, or do you just try and get in formation and go as fast as you can?
Well, I know what Bailey Walker's going to do. He's just going to go as fast as he can as he rips past John Torrance, and then Muldoon's going to go around the outside over the top of the hill. He's going to be followed by Simeon Woosley. He's going to keep it off the grass. John Torrance is certainly taking the wide line, so Woosley wisely moves out of the way and says, look, I'm just going to take you down the inside as they race around turn 1. So they've effectively unlapped themselves, and now they've got to charge all the way back within 10 laps to try and take over the lead. But by that stage, it won't be John Torrance in the lead. It'll be one of the other mid-pack races that might be able to pinch a win here this weekend.
Yeah, just maybe. You've already seen Shane Hine, who's already coming up on the back of John Torrance, so it doesn't take long if you start getting your head down, because John's really got compromised there with the faster guys coming through him. And that said, you can see how Paul and Simeon have already dropped back as well. So Bailey, that might be all he needs. If he can really get his head down now, you never know, he could get there.
So the man who currently leads the Motul Honda Cup is Paul Muldoon. So watch out for him. He'll be charging back up through the field in car number 13.
Bailey Walker's in second position now. He's leapfrogged Chris Hughes from the 2 races yesterday.
Here's the battle for the lead on the track at the moment. Shane Hine pulling right up behind John Torrance.
And that Integra there that Shane's built, he's built that in a few months, welded in a cage to a standard Integra, and he's got out there racing. So it really doesn't know him much relative to other classes, and he's doing some great lap times in that. He's getting faster and faster every meeting.
See some of that tyre just being sprayed up as bits and pieces of the rubber come off, and some butts are on the track as well. So generally the drivers, what are they saying about the track conditions?
They're saying it's okay. They haven't picked up any noise, which is unusual. They're usually first to blame something on the track for their own driving, but I haven't heard anything massive.
No, never. Hey, your fast car's really starting to move, and they're around about 2 seconds quicker than the rest of the guys in the field.
Yes, so
which is no surprise, is it really?
No, not really. But what's great is, you know, they've got up to those times pretty quickly, and now it'll just be whether they can make these passes. Just like Bailey's going to have a look now. No, he's going to stay behind Andy just for now. So that's your race 2 winner from this morning.
This is a battle for 13th and 14th at the moment, because these guys with 5 laps to go are slowly working their way up through the race traffic, while the leaders take advantage of that handicap start. The fast guys have got to handle the traffic. Great driving here, right up behind his bumper, down the start finish line, pulls out from the draft. Can he live there? Johnston working right over, taking the wide line and taking a good defensive line into turn 1. Now they're going to be hard onto the brakes, scrub off the speed, whip through the, stay off the ripples, which is good, and great exit speed onto the main straight. And Muldoon gets right behind because Walker's been held up by Johnston here.
Yep, and you've got 3 2.4 litre cars there going down the back straight, so it's all about exit speed now and who can get into the toe of the other car in front. And then looking into the braking zone, so that's where you need to start making these passes if you want to get up the front.
Shane Hine, number 103 in the N1 car. And let's see what his lead is to see how far he's got to break over John Torrance in 38. 4 laps to go. Can he hold on? And who's going to come back and take over that spot? So John Torrance is now 5.8 seconds behind in second spot. And quite a big gap back to Hoft. Mike Hoft in third, 8.7.
Yep, he's going okay though, but now you can start to see the faster guys coming from behind. So this is where Shane Hine's doing a really good job. He's hitting probably his optimal lap times, and so he's doing it. If he keeps doing them consistent, then he'll go pretty well. But you know, you've always got in the back of your mind, I've been there myself at the front of these races, you know they're all coming for you, and it's an unnerving feeling.
So you spend half your time looking ahead, but sort of waiting and sort of keep looking up in the rear view mirror and saying, here they come, oh, they're not there, here they come, oh, where are they?
Exactly, so usually you're looking in your rearview mirror only when someone's right behind you that you're racing with. This is a big difference, so now you start looking at the corner previous down the straight and you're saying, is someone getting closer to me, is someone getting closer? So you're just trying to eyes forward as much as you can, but you always got that in the back of your mind. Glenn
Archer pounding behind Mike Hoft, trying to make the pass. Loves his racing, Glenn Archer.
Yep, Glenn's got a ton more power, but as you can see, Mike's doing a great job with just getting some good mid corner speed and keeping momentum. It's key at this track, so the smaller engine cars can still get along real nicely if they can keep that corner speed.
And here they come, look at them all bunching up. Big battle pack as the handicap starts to kick in with 3 laps to go now. And they'll all come streaming around turn 1, all looking for their racing room, all trying to get on that optimal racing line. All trying to pick up one little pass here, one little pass there.
Yeah, you can already see, oh, come on Shane, let's keep going, this is great. You can already see Jason Wheels falling back into the clutches. He's a race winner here from round 2. So, you know, it doesn't take much, you know, you have to be off your lap time a little bit and you get caught by everyone.
Shane Hine, where's he from?
Shane's from Matamata, working down at Agent Motors.
So he's got a bit of horsepower behind him. He's got a bit of horsepower today, so here they come. Question is, there'll be a couple of laps to go, so it's Glenn Archer going a bit wide. Now the rest of the field, Martin Dunn coming out of the hairpin, and they're all starting to bunch.
And now Glenn's looking in his mirror. He's gone wide, and you can see him coming.
Yep, so they're all coming up and over the hill. So we're going to have basically 2 laps to go now. Shane Hine crosses the start-finish line. How big is that lead? And here they come. John Torrance. It's down to 7.2 seconds. So they're starting to catch up. Just a couple of corners now inside. So John Torrance is about to be swamped by Archer, Hoff, Dunn, Wiggins, Thompson, Spark, Jason Wheels, Kevin Hopkins, Mark Ellie, Chris Hughes, Bailey Walker flying up through the field along with Paul Muldoon back in 13 and 14, so they're still got a lot of work to do, even though they're the fastest guys out there doing 112s now.
Yeah, if Glenn Archer can really put his head down now, he's got a big chance here, although Brent Thompson, Jamie Wiggins are no slouches. And then you've got Martin Dunn sitting there now. He's always a crack on the defensive moves.
It's going to be one of these guys from the mid-pack that's going to steal a win here, isn't it?
Well, Brent Thompson, yeah, if he can, but they need to get past these guys now, and they're not going to get. There's a dive into the hairpin for Jamie Wiggins on John Torrance.
And
Brent Thompson looking for an opportunity as well.
Gets it done sharp out of the hit.
Oh, now we're three wide.
Yeah, you got to be big and bold around here. You want to really rip it up into third, and they'll be probably changing down at the top. Up and over the hill, he's got that speed, great corner, run it wide. So we're on to the last lap now, and Shane Hine, he's still got the lead. Glenn Archer has now moved into second. It's only 4.8 seconds. They're 3 wide going around turn 1. There's Shane Hine going on to the start of the back straight. Glenn Archer now has got him in sight. He's got Martin Dunn right up him, and Jamie Wiggins is flying behind. Then Brent Thompson. So it's all on here.
Shane just really needs to hit his braking points now and the eyes forward, not in the mirror. I think he can get this one if he keeps going.
It's going to be harder said than done, but he's doing a good job. And here they come, just a couple of corners. Oh, I tell you what, they're going to get nervous.
Oh, and Shane's gone slightly wide there.
He slightly overcooked his braking, didn't he? He's going into the hairpin. Here comes Archer. Here comes Dunn. Then Wiggins and Thompson, so they can see him. He's going into the hairpin, and they're just coming into the hairpin right behind him, but still got a couple of car lengths, and it's going to be enough, I think, or will it?
Yeah, it looks like a little 100 metres on Glenn Archer and Martin Dunn. It's either going to be on the line or Shane's going to get this.
I think Shane Hine from Matamata up and over the hill. He's going to have the hind legs, and he's going to get it done. Archer, big chase down by Dunn. Down towards the checkered flag. Shane Hine, 103, gets the win.
Awesome.
Glenn Archer holds on for second. Martin Dunn comes home for third. Handicapper take a bow. Really good racing from the rear of the grid. So confirming the final race, the reverse handicap grid showdown for the Motul Honda Cup. Shane Hine gets the win from Major Motors out of Matamata. Glenn Archer from Hamilton comes home in second. Martin Dunn from Warkworth, cool car number 77, wraps up this top 3. Jamie Wiggins, Brent Thompson, Greg Spark, Mike Hoff, Chris Hughes, Jason Wheel and Bailey Walker rounding out the top 10.